welcome back to another video on my channel. Today I thought I would do a fairly simple and easy work from home makeup look. Since we're going to be stuck in quarantine for at least another 3 weeks, I thought why not do a quick and simple look that you can do if you're doing like a video conference or anything like that working from home. It's quite effortless and quite easy, but still looks put together. So if you want to know how this look turns out, then just keep watching. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do is prime my face. To prime today, I'm going to be using the BECCA First Light Primer because it's quite nice and glowy and hydrating. So I'm just going to pop that all over. So next I'm going to mix the NARS Pure Radiant Tinted Moisturiser in the shade Annapurna with a little bit of the NARS Sheerglow in Stromboli, just because the shade Annapurna is a little bit warm for me right now, but I want it to be lightweight, so I'm going to still go in with more of this and a hint of this for the colour. So to put this on, I am just going to be using a beauty blender, but you can use your fingers as well. Okay, so I've only put on a little bit of tinted moisturiser slash foundation. I didn't want to become like too heavy and look too full coverage. I still wanted it to be quite natural. So we're going to go in with concealer now, and anywhere where it hasn't quite covered my marks or spots, that's where I'll just add the concealer and that should do the trick. So the concealer that I'm going to use today is the Urban Decay Stay Naked in the shade 50 NN. So I'm just going to apply it under my eyes as usual, just like that. And then I'm also just going to add a few little bits where I've got like marks that are a bit too dark that are still showing through, and then just blend it all out. So I'm going to move on to setting my face now with the Hourglass Veil Setting Powder, and I'm just going to set my entire face, including my under eyes, with this. Okay, so for bronzer, I am going to be using the Benefit Hoola bronzer today, and I think I'm just going to use the brush that comes with it and just put it in my usual areas, so cheekbones, forehead, nose, and maybe a little bit on the jawline. Moving on to blusher now. Today I am going to go with the NARS Taj Mahal blush. It's a nice orangey sort of colour. I'll just show you guys. This is what it looks like. It's quite bright here, but when you put it on, it's not that strong, and it looks quite nice on like warmer skin tones. So I'm just going to add that. And then something that I've been doing recently is going back over my bronzer once I've put blusher on. Sometimes I feel like when you put blusher after your bronzer, the bronzer kind of disappears. It gets overshadowed by the blush. So I'm just going to go back into the Hoola and add it back. There we go. So now it looks more like a gradient. So you've got the bronzer, the blusher, and then we are just going to add the highlighter. So for highlighter today, I'm going to go into this NARS highlighting and bronzer palette. It's called Board the Plug. Not sure how to pronounce it. And I'm just going to take this gold shade right here. Okay, so now that our base is done, I'm just going to fill my brows in off camera and then I'll be back. Okay, so moving on to the eyes now, I'm just going to use the natural shadows and the natural contours of my eyes and enhance that. So as you can see, my eyelid is quite dark So I'm just going to go over that and enhance that a little bit, and I'm just going to add a nice crease colour and then kind of do the same thing on the bottom, so it'll be nice and simple. So the palette that I'm going to use for this look is the Naked Reloaded palette, and I'm just going to start with a nice warm crease colour. So I'll go in with Boundaries and mix a little bit of this one, Bucked. So I'll mix these two together to start with. So now that the colour's on there, I'm just going to diffuse it with a clean blending brush so it looks nice and blended. We kind of want it to look natural, like it's our own eye, almost like that's just how your eyes are. So I'm just going to blend out that warm colour. Okay, so next I'm going to take the shade Endgame, which is this dark matte brown here. I know it looks really dark, but I'm going to go in with my fingers and just pop that on my lid. I'm using my fingers just because it kind of diffuses the colour a bit more. It doesn't make it as strong as when you apply it with a brush. So I'm just going to apply that over the lid. I'm not being too neat with it, I'm just being kind of like messy, just getting it on there and making sure it's nice and diffused. So now that the dark brown is on there, I'm going to go back into the shade Bucked, which is this one here, and I'm just going to go over the top of that dark brown, literally exactly over the top, just to lighten it up a little bit. Okay, so now we are going to move on to the lower lash line, and for the lower lash line I'm just going to take the shade Boundaries and Bucked, which is those two that we used in the crease, mix the two together and just run it along my lash line. So that is the eyeshadow complete. It's very natural and soft and brown, looks quite effortless, and it was quite easy to do as well. So just to finish off the eyes, we're going to go in with 2 coats of the NARS Climax mascara, and then the eyes will be done. So I decided not to go with lashes for this look because realistically I feel like if you're working from home you wouldn't really be bothered to wear false lashes just for a meeting or online conference or something like that. I think 2 coats of mascara would be enough. Obviously if you would wear lashes you can just add some simple lashes, light lashes on, but I decided to keep it lash free. We're going to move on to the lips now to finish off the look. So for lips today, I'm going to be keeping it quite nude and neutral. So I'm going to go in with my favourite NYX lip liner in the shade Brown and just line my lips exactly as they are. I wouldn't bother overlining them or anything like that. And then I'm just going to fill my lips in with the NARS Powermatte liquid lipstick in the shade Get It On. It's a nice nudie brown kind of colour. Just going to finish off by taking my lip liner again and blending in the lip liner with the lip colour. Okay, so there you have it guys. This is my take on a work from home during quarantine / lockdown look. This is what I would wear if I was to have like a video conference call or a meeting or something while working from home. Quite neutral and very natural as well. I would say it's quite easy to do. It didn't take that long, and yeah, this is how it turned out. I hope you find it inspiring. We are going to be locked down probably for a little while longer, so hopefully this will give you a bit of an idea or some inspo if you want to dress up a little bit, look a bit more put together when you have to work from home. Hopefully it'll be like a little pick-me-up, getting ready and just spending some time on yourself. And yeah, if you liked it, then make sure you give my video a massive like. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Leave me a little comment to let me know what you liked about it and what you want to see next. And other than that, I will catch you on my next video. Bye! Why do I keep saying all over?